What's going on, guys? Your boy Joey Shakes. Got back from work and here to talk about the game yesterday. There were a lot of ups and what we're expecting, a lot of downs. The one thing that's pissing me off the most is that there were a lot of drop balls in this game. A fumble from Josh Huff. I mean, it's freaking crazy. I'm going to tell you about the good things, though. The defense looks sight, sound, and mind. Vinny Curry, Fletcher Cox, Benny Logan, and, oh my God, Connor Barwin on the line, getting that pressure. My God. It was crazy. Winston didn't know where to go. And then, the cornerback step up. And then, I think the defense was very sight and sound. I mean, it was great. I loved it. Sound and mind. They knew what they were doing. Put a lot of pressure on that quarterback. I swear to God, those four guys up front get pressure on the quarterback. It's a done deal. We have guys line up in the right spots. It's a done deal. I really can't complain about it, to be honest with you. As for corner spot, the spot that I was looking for like crazy, Jalen Mills screwed up on special teams a little bit, he didn't jam his gunner on the punt returns too much, he didn't jam the gunner at all. He let the guy walk by him, run by him, but then when he got on defense, it's a rookie mistake. It's going to happen. I mean, come on, the emotions would be flying, especially if I was on that field, the emotions would be flying everywhere, and I try to maintain it. It's hard to maintain something like that. I can't imagine what they're feeling. First time on an NFL field. Especially Lincoln Financial, the roughest places to be, where you could suck or you could be fucking great. Jalen Mills played some good defense. The problem is he uses his hands a little bit too much when he's chasing after somebody. He puts his hand on somebody. He's got to be careful with that. But honestly, I see very good things from him. The linebacker group, Jordan Hicks, Nigel Bradham made a tackle. Joe Walker, a guy from Oregon, Joe Walker made two tackles in the backfield, and Joe Walker definitely made himself speak. I mean, he pretty much came up and let him speak for himself on the field, what he did with the tackles and everything. But Joe Walker did very well. And let me tell you guys something. I'm not going off of this one preseason game as now I know who's good and who's bad. This is just a progressive thing that we're going to find out between the next 3 games what's going to happen. Now, running back position, Kenyon Barner did a good job. Kenyon Barner definitely, went around. Special teams, got some punt returns in. Keep Darren Sproles off the field because we don't need him on there. Definitely did good. And that's really it. Kenyon Barner, Ryan Matthews did really well. All right, the first group did very well. Coming in. We kick off the ball to Tampa. They fumbled on the, 25, 30-yard line. 3 plays later, we have a touchdown run play, Ryan Matthews. Perfect. 3 plays. That's all the first starters did. Brandon Brooks, the right guard that we have, holy shit. This guy, man, he totally was pushing piles, and then he had to come out of the game because his bicep was hurting or whatever the hell it was. And he actually tweeted on Twitter. He twittered back and he was like, "Yeah, don't worry about it, fans. Everything's good. It was just a precaution. I didn't want to go back in the game because of a precaution." And everyone's like, "Didn't want to do that." Bradford did good. Ryan Matthews did good. The receivers, I have to say, did the worst fucking job today. Drops, fucking horrible. The drops were unbelievably ridiculous. And I was hoping that shit would have been fixed by now. Josh Huff caught a ball and was running and fumbled it. I mean, this is crazy. Now he's fumbling the friggin' ball now. Not making himself look good. That Turner, the receiver, I think it's Paul Turner. I forgot his name. Trying to take Huff's spot, and he showed some good flashes on that field today. And Steven Means, linebacker, that guy will look out for. He was on the practice squad for the Patriots like a shitload of times, and then finally we got him. See if he can get on this roster. I mean, he looked really well. He stripped the ball. Out of the quarterback's hands. We got a fumble recovery for it. Defense, I wanted to say, McLeod didn't really get into the mix too much. He was next to Fletcher Cox when he got the fumble recovery. on the tackle or whatever to keep the quarterback away from, or whoever was getting the fumble off the ground, getting to the ball and stuff. So I was liking it. But these receivers, we can't. Chase Daniels, holy fucking shit. Like, we couldn't even get any looks. The guy didn't even, like, fucking throw the ball out of bounds. Like, barely. He just fucking took the sack. You know what? Remember when everyone was saying, hey, you know, we're not going to activate fucking Wentz on Sundays? Holy fucking shit. You better activate Wentz on Sundays. I'm telling you right now. Wentz came out. He had a command of the crowd. When he came out, oh my God. And I was praying to fucking God that this was going to work out. And let me tell you something. 16-yard pass, first throw to Zach Ertz. Beautiful. And then on top of that, I know we're facing the second team, but the second team offensive line fucking sucked. They weren't blocking for Chase Daniel. Chase Daniel was throwing the fucking ball to I don't know who the fuck was throwing it. The receivers can't even fucking get open, so we don't even have any fucking receivers that can get open. And they tried, and it just wasn't working. Could have just been a bad day. Having Jordan Matthews out there would have made a big difference because Jordan Matthews got a lot of speed. But for Ruben Randall, Ruben Randall's going to be on this team. I know, I'm not saying he's not going to be on this team. Ruben Randall is definitely going to, I think in my opinion, Ruben Randall's going to have a good breakout year this year with Nelson Aguilar. And Aguilar's got to get his shit together too. And I'm just praying for the wide receiver group. That's just the one thing. But Chase Daniel better go to a number fucking 3 because he is not, if we lose Bradford and we have to go with Chase Daniel, we're fucked. We're fucking screwed. Like I always have hope for this team, but if we fucking lose, especially when Brandon Brooks got that hurt a little bit, I was like, we lose Brandon Brooks, Lane Johnson, we're fucking screwed. But now we fucking lose Bradford, and Doug Peterson decides to go with Chase Daniel. We're fucking screwed, like totally screwed. So don't even like be excited about it. The season's fucking over if that's the case. Okay. I know it's one preseason game. I know. But the blocking was bad, which isn't his fault. The receivers couldn't get open, which isn't his fault. But when this guy takes sack after 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 sack, it's not good. It doesn't make you look good. It doesn't make you look like you're cautious. He looked like he was like, he was like, run. He looked like he was all over the fucking place. He had a touchdown, but, that was it. But it was a shitty. And the only reason why he got the touchdown is because we made them fumble from the first team defense on the 35 or whatever. So he was pretty much right in red zone territory, which got him the walk-in touchdown for Daniels. So Carson Wentz is amazing. I honestly, I wanted him to play more. Like, I wanted him to play longer. That's how bad I wanted him to play. Like, I just wanted him to get a fucking touchdown. I wanted him to just keep going. It was exciting. It was probably the most, and I was never excited about offense until when Wentz came out in the field like that, and I enjoyed it. Bradford, I think, is good. I think he looks a lot better. He looks a lot sharper. He's not rehabbing anymore. It's his first off season where he's actually doing something productive, and he's training, and he's building muscle, and he's getting faster. Good for him. Thank God we didn't get rid of Bradford. Thank God Jeffrey Lurie said we need to keep this guy. I'm glad we did. So, the wide receivers got to catch these fucking balls, otherwise we're fucked. I have faith. They got to get their shit together. We'll be all right. The running back position will be all right. Ryan Matthews will be all right. And I actually saw open holes when we were running the ball. We actually had open, wide fucking holes. It wasn't like running into a group of people and then pushing with your feet to get as many yards as possible. We were actually opening holes on that offensive line with the first team. It was great. Jason Peters wasn't playing, but it was still good. But let me know what you guys thought of the game. Let me know what's going on. I like to hear about it. I want to see the focal point. What you guys like the most, besides Carson Wentz being I thought he played well. I thought he played really well for his first game. He played at the end of the second quarter with a minute left, like a 2-minute drill, because Peterson wanted him to get the jitters out of him. You know what I mean? And then halftime, and then he started, so it kind of helped him out. But that's all I want to say, guys. But I'll definitely go. Oh, and by the way, the safety group did very well. Chris Maragos on a kick return or a punt. I think it was a kick return. He totally on the defensive side, he totally knocked a Tampa Bay guy right on his ass, and then he had a pick. But the first team defensive line was out and literally got to the quarterback. Quarterback just threw it just on pressure, and Maragos had a clean shot to get it up in the air. So good for him. He played a good game too. Let me know what's going on, guys. Hear any news? I'll let you know. Hopefully this Lane Johnson thing hopefully he doesn't get suspended for 10 games. Praying on it. But I say overall it was a good first preseason game. Coaches know and we know the ups and downs, where we're at, and we still have a lot of work to do, fellas and ladies. So let me know what's going on in the comment section below. What do you thought of the game? What do you thought our strength and our weakness was? I'll see you guys later. Gonna relax, enjoy my day off. I'll see you guys later.